Jon Gruden fired, Jon Gruden canceled, Rich Bisaccia, the new head coach of the Vegas Raiders, the new interim head coach of the Vegas Raiders, hired today on October the 11th of 2021. Today's date, October the 11th to February the 13th, the day of the Super Bowl, leaves us with a time span of 4 months and 2 days until the Raiders are 4-2 in the Super Bowl. The script remains the same. This is the new era of diversity and inclusion and acceptance of the LGBT community. This is why the Raiders are 4-2 in the Super Bowl, 42 days, 4 months and 2 days rather, after Jon Gruden gets canceled as the Raiders head coach. Because when America is demographically becoming more diverse, you can't have a racist and a bigot as a head coach. When you have a team that hired Art Shell as African American head coach in the 90s, when you have Tom Flores as Latino head coach, when you have Amy Trask, the first female NFL executive, the Oakland Raiders are the pillar of diversity and inclusion. This is what this represents. This represents the fight against racism and bigotry. The scripted leaking of Jon Gruden's emails represents the narrative for the Raiders to stand up for racism and be the pillar of diversity and inclusion. That is the script. The investigation into the Washington football team in regards to prescription drug abuse was what is where the leaks came from, was from the emails directed to Bruce Allen's NFL employee account. The birthday of Rich Bisaccia is June the 3rd. The amount of time from his birthday to today's date leaves us with 130 days. Washington football team is the source of the leaks. Washington is Dimancia 130. When you include the end date, this is 131 days. And hiring a minority as an interim head coach, no doubt about it, this is a script for the upcoming season. The Super Bowl matchup remains the same. It's the Raiders getting the revenge for the tuck rule. It doesn't have to be Jon Gruden. It is the Raiders as a team. They're getting revenge for the tuck rule. The Raiders get their payback against Tom Brady. The Raiders as an organization get their payback against Tom Brady. Jon Gruden does not have to be a part of the team at all. 131 days later from his birthday, it is championship, it is Super Bowl -matchup 131. And look at the script for diversity and inclusion and acceptance against the bigotry against the LGBT community. It is diversity -matchup 131. Now take a look at this. The LA Chargers are hosting the Super Bowl. Now the reason why it is still Raiders over Bucs, Rich Bisaccia will defeat his former team in the Super Bowl, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because he was a defensive coordinator. He was a special teams coordinator with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from 2002 to 2008. He was also a member of the San Diego Chargers, who are hosting the stadium, and the Dallas Cowboys, I will talk about a little bit later. So he will beat his former organization, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in the Super Bowl. Notice how he coaches special teams. It is special teams as Dimancia 42. This is why the Raiders will win the Super Bowl 4 months and 2 days later. This is why, with the former special teams coordinator, that the Raiders are going to be 4-2 in the Super Bowl. It is because they are going to win with the former special teams coach. Take a look. The LA Chargers is Dimancia 125. The Chargers are hosting the Super Bowl. It's going to be won by a former Chargers coach, Gus Bradley, in addition to former Chargers coach Rich Bisaccia. And do not forget that the first openly gay player. You call him Nassib. Nassib used to play with the Buccaneers. He will defeat the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. That's exactly what is going to happen. This is exactly how this is transpiring. It is the Raiders that rally for diversity and against racism and homophobia. Derek Carr as Gematria Bisaccia. It is Coach Richard Bisaccia that is Gematria of Coach Jon Gruden. Now, it isn't Coach Jon Gruden that's going to be the defending Super Bowl champion before the next Super Bowl at the city of Glendale. Instead, what we get is Coach Richard Bisaccia becoming the new Raiders coach and leading the defending Super Bowl champions before the next Super Bowl. Notice how Jon Gruden looks just like Trump. Coach Jon Gruden as Gematria of Donald Trump. The racist has to be outed by the organization that stands for diversity. It is all scripted. It is all a scripted setup against Jon Gruden. He is a sacrificial limb. That is who Jon Gruden is at this point. Coach Rich Bisaccia as Gematria of 79. It is Tampa Bay that is Gematria of 79-25. It is Derek that is Gematria of 25. Notice something too, when you include the end day, this turns into 4 months and 3 days until the Super Bowl, 18 weeks until the Super Bowl, 18 weeks. There you go. Vegas is going to win. Vegas is Gematria of 18. Now notice that the Raiders' last Super Bowl occurred in Super Bowl 18. Now, the Washington football team was responsible for the league. That was who the Raiders defeated in the Super Bowl. The Raiders defeated the team that was responsible for the league. The Washington football team. This is how we know the Raiders are going to win. Bisaccia won Super Bowl 37 while with Jon Gruden against the Raiders. And he faces off against the Bucs in the Super Bowl. So the team that was responsible for the league, that is who the Raiders won their last Super Bowl against. This is part of the riddle. Their last Super Bowl occurred in Super Bowl 18, and 18 weeks later, the Raiders are going to win the Super Bowl. This is all synced up. It's Vegas. That is Gematria of 18. And it's the Bears who they last played their final game against, Jon Gruden. The amount of time for the beginning of the season to October the 11th is 33 days. 33 is the Gematria of Gruden. Bisaccia was born on June the 3rd. Racism is Gematria of 63. On the 13th day of the second month, the team known as the Oakland Raiders originally is going to win the Super Bowl with Derek Dallas Carr. Derek Dallas Carr and Oakland Raiders have Gematria 132. This is why the Raiders win the Super Bowl on 13-2. Pass the torch to Derek Carr, Tom Brady. The Raiders has Gematria 53. After 53 games, Jon Gruden is out the door. 3 years plus 5 more games gives us 53 games. It is Coach Bisaccia that is Gematria 50. It is Inglewood that is Gematria 50. This is how you know he is going to coach the Vegas Raiders to the Super Bowl. Now, keep an eye out for Buffalo too. Keep an eye out for a Bills-Raiders potential AFC Championship game. You know why? Because the Bills are from New York. Richard Bisaccia is from Yonkers, New York. So if the Raiders are traveling on the road, they will defeat the Buffalo Bills on the road. That is, if it doesn't get home field. So, I'm really liking the Raiders to defeat the Buffalo Bills at some point, and this is why right here. This is why. Let's check out the Gematria of email scandal, or just email, period. Email is Gematria 40 and 22. Car is Gematria 22, for example. email scandal. Gematria car. We're getting somewhere with this. We're getting a lot of places with this. So this duration, super significant with Super Bowl 18. This is the riddle for the Washington football team being part of the leak. That was who the Raiders won Super Bowl 18 against. And notice how that is gematria of Bears in Vegas. And let's just, for the sake of it, include the Bills if the Raiders do defeat the Bills in the AFC Championship game. I'm still liking Kansas City to lose to Vegas. But hypothetically speaking, let's go check it out. If Buffalo is getting home field, they're going to lose to the Invaders. Hypothetically, this would mean that the Bills are 4-3 after losing to Derek, missing out against Richard. So that's what would happen if they are playing the Bills. But we all know the Raiders will win. We all know the Raiders will win. We all know the Raiders will win. "25 playoff wins, the Raiders may be on the road." Guess what? If the Raiders are on the road, the Raiders are going 4-0. 25 playoff wins. This is the gematria of Derek. This is the gematria of Tampa. And this is the gematria of Bisaccia. So, yep, 4-0 it is going to be. His 29th playoff win. Email scandal. Car. Email. Raiders will be on the road. Raiders will win. It is official. With the special teams coach some 4 months and 2 days later to be 4-2 in the Super Bowl. The Raiders will take one to stand against racism and bigotry as the original team of diversity. This is the Vegas Raiders.